It was a little before noon on September 3, 2024, in the 77th Street Division of Los Angeles, when a 911 call came in, setting off a chain of events that would later be scrutinized by the Los Angeles Police Department. The voice on the line was anxious but clear. "Somebody just vandalized my car," the caller said, explaining that a man, identified as 33-year-old Brian Rodriguez, had thrown a heavy object at the car, damaging it. The caller's girlfriend had witnessed the act, and there was surveillance footage to back it up. Adding to the tension, the caller mentioned Rodriguez had a history of carrying knives and was known to be unpredictable.
My car, they threw a weight on my front windshield in front of my house. I know who it is.
Did you see the person that vandalized your vehicle?
Yeah, my girlfriend saw.
Your girlfriend saw the suspect?
Yeah, we have cameras too. So.
Okay, one second. So the question is if you guys saw the person that did this.
Correct, yes.
Okay, and how long ago did this happen?
About 2-3 minutes ago.
2-3 minutes ago? And what's the address of this vandalism, sir?
50 South Estrella Avenue.
50 Estrella?
Yeah, Estrella Avenue. And this is the second time he's done this.
And your name? Your telephone number?
310.
The suspect, a male or female?
The male.
White, black, Hispanic, Asian?
Hispanic. His name is Brian Rodriguez.
Do we know how old Brian is?
Yeah, I know where he's at right now.
No, do we know how old he is?
He's 33.
Do you know what color shirt and pants he's wearing?
What color shirt pants he's wearing? He's wearing like a sweater, like a blue sweater or something. Blue shirt or something like that.
Okay, you said he threw a brick at your front windshield?
No, yeah, a windshield. I should put a weight.
A weight?
A weight.
Threw a weight through the PR's windshield.
Yeah,
okay,
weight.
you weren't in the car, so you're not injured. Don't need an ambulance. Is that correct?
No.
Okay, and then you know where he's at?
What? Excuse me?
You know where he is at?
Yeah, I know where he's at. This is the second time he vandalizes my car.
Any weapons involved, sir?
I don't see him wearing many weapons. He usually has knives with him.
So he's known to carry knives?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll finish creating my call, Mr. Wait there for the police to come in and assist you, okay?
Yeah, please.
Within minutes, officers were dispatched to the 5800 block of Estrella Avenue. The urgency was heightened when another detail came through. Rodriguez had reportedly brandished a handgun-like object at a community member.
Suspect pointing a .22 caliber handgun in the PRS code 3 and 2338, party 1239.
With this alarming update, the situation escalated from vandalism to a potential armed confrontation. When officers arrived, they quickly located Rodriguez standing in the street. The tension was palpable. As officers called for backup, Rodriguez made the first move.
We get a backup 415 man with a gun. So if I want to get a backup 415 with a man with a gun.
Throwing a rock at their patrol vehicle before taking off on foot. The chase was on. Driving behind him, officers tracked Rodriguez as he zigzagged through the streets, his blue sweater standing out against the backdrop of midday Los Angeles. He stopped momentarily at the intersection of Estrella Avenue and 59th Street. What happened next set off a dramatic turn. Rodriguez turned to face the officers and pointed what appeared to be a handgun in their direction. It was a fleeting moment, but enough to raise alarm. "Gun! He's got a gun!"
He's got a gun, Heads up! Get it!
One officer shouted as Rodriguez sprinted away again. The pursuit continued until Rodriguez entered the driveway of an apartment complex on Bonso Avenue. Officers exited their patrol vehicle, their commands sharp and clear. "Put it down! Drop the weapon!" they shouted, believing Rodriguez was armed.
Put it down! Put the gun down!
Instead of complying, Rodriguez disappeared behind the building, only to re-emerge seconds later, again aiming the gun-shaped object at the officers. It was then that shots rang out. The officers had fired in response to what they perceived as a direct threat.
Officer needs help. Shots fired.
Rodriguez was not struck, but immediately discarded the object and attempted to flee once more.
Hey, get on the ground! Get the fuck on the ground! Get the fuck on the ground! Don't move!
By this time, additional officers had arrived, and Rodriguez was taken into custody without further resistance. The handgun Rodriguez had brandished turned out to be a polymer stun gun, later recovered on the roof of the apartment building.
Where'd you toss it, Brian? The roof. Check his on the roof.
While it wasn't a firearm, its appearance had been convincing enough in the heat of the moment to escalate the situation. Rodriguez was arrested and booked on several charges, including assault with a deadly weapon on a peace officer,
Got a gun in his hand. Hey, put the gun down!
vandalism, and resisting arrest.
All right. Heads up, heads up. Put it down, put it down! Put it down! Put it down!
As the dust settled, investigators began the meticulous process of reviewing the incident, which involved hours of body-worn and in-car camera footage, witness interviews, and forensic analysis. Body-worn and in-car cameras captured much of the incident. From the officer's perspective, the grainy yet telling footage revealed their tense communication and the split-second decisions they had to make. Commands like, "Heads up, he's running southbound."
Gonna take off. Heads up, heads up. He's running southbound, but he's running southbound Estrella. He's running southbound Estrella. He's got a gun, he's got a gun. Heads up. Get it.
And "put the gun down" underscored the high-stakes environment.
Heads up, heads up. Put it down, put it down. Put the gun down.
In one clip, an officer yelled, "Shots fired, suspects to the rear," followed by a quick check on his partner's well-being. "You good?" he asked. The officer's response, though clipped, was steady. "Yes, sir."
Officer needs help, shots fired. I got it. Heads up. Yes, sir. 12-5-1, officer needs help, shots fired. Damn it. You okay? Yes, sir. You good?
These recordings, while not capturing every angle or nuance, provided a critical lens into the events of that day, revealing the layers of chaos and split-second judgment. The LAPD's procedures mandate a thorough review of all incidents involving the use of force. Over the coming months, investigators will continue gathering evidence and conducting interviews. The findings will eventually be presented to the LAPD's Chief of Police and the Civilian Board of Police Commissioners, who will determine whether the officer's actions adhered to department policy and the law. In the meantime, Brian Rodriguez faces multiple charges, including brandishing an imitation firearm, which, while not lethal, created a dangerous illusion that led to this tense encounter. As Captain Kelly Moniz, commanding officer of the LAPD's Media Relations Division, later stated in a public briefing, "Incidents like these are complex and often raise more questions than answers initially. We are committed to transparency and thoroughness in our investigations."
My name is Captain Kelly Moniz, Commanding Officer of Media Relations Division of the Los Angeles Police Department. This critical incident community briefing is intended to provide you with information about an officer-involved shooting that occurred in 77th Street Division in the city of Los Angeles on September 3rd, 2024 at around 11:55 a.m. You're about to see relevant video footage and learn about other evidence and police procedures related to the case so you can have a better understanding of what occurred based on what we know right now. The LAPD conducts very thorough use of force investigations, which typically require investigators to interview multiple witnesses, view numerous hours of video footage, and analyze a significant amount of forensic evidence. We are still at the very early stages of this investigation, which can often take up to a year to complete, and our understanding of the incident may change as this additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed. We also do not draw any conclusions about whether the officers acted consistent with our policies and the law until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete.
The events of that day on Estrella Avenue serve as a stark reminder of the unpredictable nature of policing in a city as vast and varied as Los Angeles. For the officers involved, for Rodriguez and for the community, the incident is not just a moment captured on video, but part of a broader conversation about safety, perception, and the challenges of modern law enforcement.